Oh wow, I'm live. Oh wow, I was just looking in the distance and I didn't know I was live. But yes, I am live again. And as you can see, I am 12 days into my trading journey. And yeah, right now it's Friday. I haven't done a trade today because the market was moving very slowly. So not a lot happened, at least not in Euro USD. I'll just show you my charts, because remember yesterday I did a live where I was drawing trend lines for not really for the first time, but for the first time with a real strategy in mind, after watching the video of Tory Trades. And so I drew it's always a weird word. I drew these trend lines. And I actually, like today, because the market, it wasn't really moving that much. Let's see, where did today start? So here, 9, just went up, but nothing crazy. And I didn't really see, like with my setups, I was waiting for a breakout. So I kind of cleaned up my trend lines a little bit. And that's because one of my subscribers, he sent me a screenshot with his trend lines, and I noticed that my trend lines looked a bit different. And he also had these like support and resistance levels on the chart. So I also added these and I cleaned up my lines a bit. So yeah, now it looks exactly like on his screenshots. And I'm feeling confident because I'm not experienced with this. So it's nice to be able to see from the screenshots that you sent me, like how like where I should look for the trend lines. So I cleaned them up a little bit, and now I'm fairly confident that hopefully, like, I don't think today things will happen, but then hopefully, like, maybe here it will have a breakout, and then I'll be looking to buy if it has a breakout with like a big candle. That's what the subscriber told me. Like, if there's a breakout with one big candle, and of course I think I need to wait for a bit more confirmation, but then I can look for a buy. And if right here through this one, or no, right here, wait, let me just check. Yeah, the upward trend line. If this one gets broken by one big candle, and then also this one, then I might look for a sell. So that's what I'm going to wait for on Monday. But yeah, I'm just going to see if there's anyone looking at the stream. There's one viewer. That's nice. Hi, welcome. Welcome to my little tiny live stream. So yeah, I've got my tea. I just wanted to tell you because today is Friday and it was a really slow day. So I am having a really slow, relaxed life. Okay, I'm just going to sip my tea and then I'm going to talk about what I learned in these past 12 days of being a like full-on beginner in the whole trading sphere. Okay, so first of all, where do we start? I think first of all, I started with ICT. I wanted to get into ICT. Like straight, like I'm a beginner, whoop, diving straight into ICT. And that wasn't really like the best plan because it was really advanced. So then I started like taking it back a bit, and I started learning about smart money concepts. So I learned about breaks of structure, changes of character, So change of character is when you are in an uptrend, for example, and then you see a lower low, and then you have a change of character, a lower low and lower high, and then normally it goes like in the other direction. So that's what I learned. Breaks of structure is like you have a structure and it gets broken. Usually in an uptrend, you have a structure at the high, and then the previous high gets broken and there's a new higher high. So that's what I learned. And also the significance of big candles, which means that there's a lot of volume, I think, a lot of orders, like at the beginning of that candle, which is the reason why the candle like is so big. So for example, here, I don't know if my face is in front of it. Yes, of course my face is in front of it. So for example here, you see a lot of big candles. And so here were a lot of buy orders. As you can see, I'm 12 days in. I'm still a beginner, okay? Yeah, so let's see. So I also learned a bit about demand and supply. And normally what I've learned in these smart money concept videos is that when you have big candles like this, normally the candle before that, if you take the high and the low and you draw out that zone, then that is an area of demand, like a zone of demand. But as you can see, it never touched this zone again. So yeah, I don't think supply and demand works always. What I've learned is that the higher the time frame, the more significant these kind of zones are. So yeah, that's what I learned about supply and demand. What else did I learn in these past 12 weeks? Oh yeah, one way which is really nice for me and for a lot of beginners, I think, to look at the structure of the market is that when you go to a high time frame, for example, so just double tap. Okay. So for example, this right here, this is right now, I think. No, this was last week. Yeah. So I think tonight at 11, like, oh no, when does the market close? I think 12 in the night. Then the next candle of the week will appear, of this week, I think. So for example, if we see this week, in this candle, it's like the high and the low of the entire week. And then when you go to the daily, then let's just see, then the last 5 candles are basically exactly the same. Like it's the same movement, it's the same week, like it's last week, the same high and lows, but just divided by 5 days. And of course I already knew it, but seeing it like this and really going like, then the 4 hour, so every single day you have different candles until the end of the day and then another day. And it's still the same high and the low at the beginning of the week. Like right here, this is the low and then this is the high of that week. It's the same as this weekly candle, just divided into 4 hours. It's really nice to see it like this. That's one of my subscribers, Henk, who gave me like multiple screenshots to just look at it in that way, like, and then 1 hour. It's really, really cool. It's really nice to see it organized like that. Hi, how's the baby? What's up, chat? Hi. Smart concept is very subjective. You can learn order flow. Try the book map. I've heard about order flow before. One of the people in my chat, and I actually wrote it down in my notebook, that I need to look up order flow because I haven't. I haven't yet. The baby is good, by the way. She's sleeping. She's having a really nice sleep. So smart money concept is very subjective. Yeah, I can imagine that because, like, some people might see, like, oh yeah, there's a zone of demand for sure, and then other people might not see it like that. No, maybe yes. But order flow, I haven't really looked it up yet. So right now it was really just learning about the breaks of structure, like especially market structure. I think the past 12 days it was really market structure. Then yesterday I really learned about trend lines and how to use them to make trades. Today I really wanted to trade with trend lines. I mean, it sounds like such a, not an easy strategy. I mean, nothing is easy, but it's just simple, not overcomplicated. So I really wanted to trade with trend lines, but kind of looking for like when it's going to break out. And I think Monday, hopefully Monday, I'll see some price action and I can step into the market. Hi, are you Dutch but live in France? Yes, I'm Dutch. Et j'habite en France. Oui. So what do you guys think about my trend lines? I think they're pretty cool. Looks very pro. Although this one I always doubt a bit, like, is this a downtrend? Like this high and then this high, I connected the two. But it's a bit weird. You see, it's like tuck, 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 and then tuck. It's not like boom, pull back. Or maybe that, like boom, pull back, boom, pull back, zoop, and then a big pullback. Is that possible? And then we'll see if it breaks this line, then it will go like boom, and then pull back again, and then whoop, and we go down. How long have you been into the trading journey? So 12 days. You see the title 12 days into my trading journey. So for the past 12 days I've really been studying, and I wanted to start with ICT, but ICT was way too complicated for me. So that's why in these first 12 days I really looked at market structure. So now also trend lines, just to understand a bit like how does the market move and how does it follow a trend. And when plotting your trend line, Tori said you should avoid them going through the candles. Yes, that's also a point that I was doubting about my trend lines. Like right here, it's going through, but I do see a clear trend up. You see it's a clear uptrend. But then maybe I should just... wait, maybe I shouldn't take this low. I should just do it like this. And then that's the upward trend line. It's also, it only has 2 touch points right now. And I know ideally 3 is good. 2 is good as well, I think. I think it's minimal 2 touch points. So yeah, maybe now it's a bit more correct. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And also here for this trend line, so this one that's going down, what do you think about this? Like, this is the run and then pull back, run, pull back, run, a very long run, and then a very long pullback? Is that how I can see it, like from for the higher time frame, trends? And of course, if this continues to go up, or maybe goes up on this line, then we just have a reversal once it makes a higher high right here. And then we have a reversal on the higher time frame. You see, I'm using all these concepts. I'm feeling very not pro yet, but I like that I'm learning more and more concepts, like the higher time frame, the lower time frame, a reversal, break of structure. Feels really cool. When you look at the daily, it's not really like it's been ranging a lot, and then whoop, whoop. Anyway, so where was I? I tried to start with ICT. That was way too advanced. Then I started looking at smart money concepts, and that kind of gave me an idea about market structure and when you should enter a trade. Although I don't really have like a full strategy that I made my own. That's still something that I want to like develop or just practice my own strategy that really speaks to me and that I find logical. Maybe it's going to be trend lines, maybe it's going to be ICT, I don't know, who knows, like one of the ICT concepts that I'm really going to pick one and master it. I don't know, I'm still clueless about that. So yeah, that's mainly what I learned the past 12 days. Why did you choose Forex and not crypto or stocks? Just interested to know. Well, that's a good question. I want to start with 500 euros because at this moment I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I don't have any income. And I want to play it safe, do it with 500 euros. And at first I want to do paper trading. And I know that with Forex, you can use leverage. And with stocks, I'm not sure. I don't think you can use leverage with stocks. So then my 500 euros has a little bit more power, a little bit more power to make me some money. But of course also it comes with more risk. So that's why first on paper trading I want to really get confident in my strategy and also in my risk management. So I'm not going to trade with leverage like a crazy gambling person. But yeah, that's mainly why I chose Forex, because I can leverage my 500 euros up a bit, so I have a bit more power, like a bit more like return than if I would trade 500 euro in stocks. I know you can still like make money with 500 euro in stock day trading, but just with Forex, I think it's a little bit more with the leverage, and also that it's 24/5, not 24/7, but 24/5. That's also nice for me because with a baby, I'm not always like constantly available between 9 to 5. So then I'm not going to trade in the night, but I don't know, if I want to, I can trade in the night. But of course, then you have the Asian session. It's a bit more flexible, the Forex markets. Okay, good enough. Thanks. So, Par, do you trade Forex, or do you do stocks or futures? Because I know Tori trades, she does futures, and I think that's also 24/5, like, yeah, 24 hours. And there you also have leverage. But I don't really, I think futures are, you can't start with 500 euros, I think. I think you need a bit more for the contracts. Those contracts, they are more expensive. Ah, you also do Euro USD. Yeah, so that's also what I want. Just focus on Euro USD, just one currency pair, and really get to know the way it moves. And then maybe later I'm going to try something else, but I think people are making money in Euro USD, so I really want to try to master that. Of course, you can never master it, but really try to get to know it. So, do you like Euro USD? I think you do, because if you only trade Euro USD, I think you are successful with it. At least I hope. I'd recommend to trade from 8 a.m. until 5. Out of those hours, it gets slower most of the time. Are you also in France, by the way? So, yeah, 8 to 5, I think as well. And is it normal that on Friday it's just really slow? Is that a normal market thing? That on Friday people just they are leaving for the weekend and it's just a bit slower? Because today not a lot happened. It wasn't a lot of movement. Like, did you trade today? I'm just curious. Did you do any trades in Euro USD? Ah, oh, je bent Nederlands. Dat is cool. Or maybe you aren't Dutch, but you just live in the Netherlands. That's also possible. But I didn't see any setup for today. Let me just go to the 1 hour. Tap, tap. Oop. No, I mean, nothing really happened. I mean, it went up, but I would have never guessed. Oh no, this was Thursday. When did today start? It was here. Yeah, it was just going like boop, like this, boop. Nothing, like no big things. Or maybe people are making big money in this. I don't know. Oh, you traded today. Ah, you're in Nederlands. Cool, nice. I did trade today, yes. So how did you make money, by the way? Was it a good trade? Because that's cool. Then you just went up like boop. You went up with the market. I always find it like that's something I still need to learn. Like, how do you spot the opportunities? Now, right now, I'm just waiting with these trend lines, and nothing really happened. So I didn't really see like a setup for me. But maybe you saw like it broke the resistance line, or I don't know what how do you trade? Like, what is your strategy that you do? Or you were talking about order flow, I think. That was you, right? Every day of the week can be a good trading day. It depends mostly on the news events, but yes, mostly Friday is slower. I did make money, yes, but I'm also in a trade that I am managing. Okay. Oh, so you're still in the trade right now. And do you close the trade before the weekend, or do you just like leave it and then on Monday you're still in the trade? I leave them open. as long as needed. And then for Forex, because that's also something that I've been asking myself, if you do like swing trading, so I think you do swing trading, do you have to pay extra fees if you keep it like for multiple days? Because I've read something that if you keep your Forex trade through the night, then you pay a little fee to keep it through the night. Or is that just something like maybe it was just for Americans? That's also possible. I don't know how that works here in Europe with Forex. I think Euro USD did cross the downwards trend line with a 3 plus touch right bar. I'm new to this too. I've been learning for 3 months now. Oh, that's cool. Wow. So you are a little bit further than me. That's cool. Think Euro USD did cross the downward trend line with a 3 plus touch. Which one? Was it this one? Is that what you're talking about? I also heard my husband say something like he was listening to the news this morning, and then he said, I think he said that the dollar is getting more expensive. And then, right? Wat was het ook alweer? Lief. Lief. Hey Joep. Wat was het?
Goedkoper.
Goedkoper. So the dollar was cheaper.
Denk ik.
You think? Okay, never mind. Act like I didn't say that. Gosh.
De waarde van de dollar daalde. Ik denk dat het goedkoper wordt of duurder. Ik denk goedkoper.
Waarde van de dollar daalde.
Heeft ze in de chart.
I don't know. Gebeurde niet heel veel in de chart.
Dus de chart daalde niet.
Nee. Chart ging omhoog. If you look on the 1 hour time frame, yes, you could draw a 3-touch trend line downwards. I love to answer your questions that you have on Forex and fees, but not in this chat. Oh, okay, you can send me a Discord. It's also just Freckle Pips. If you also have Discord, then you can just send it me there. That's cool. But if you look on a 1 hour time frame, yes, you could draw a 3-touch. Is it this one? Par? Like I see here 1, 2, 3. And then here it broke. No, zoom out. a downward trend line with 3 touch points. Was it there? But then it already broke like last week. Or no, that was this week. Oh, started. Yes, I was on a 1 hour time frame. I drew it when it was 2 touch points and it touched a third time and broke out. Start at 21 April high. Okay, let's see. 21 April, oh wow. So here. Like this. I've sent you a Discord invite. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I just saw it on my phone. So then I will look at that after the live stream. But is this the trend line? I think you said May 21 May is the next point. Okay, let's see. 21 May. Oh wait, 21. 21 May. Oh, that's here. Whoa. Oh. Okay, I need to zoom in a bit. Okay. But then that's 2 touch points, right? Or do you also see this one as a touch point and then break? Like it touched, then doop, and then it broke? Yes. I would not say that's a 3 touch trend line. No. No, I also think like it's 2. Like 1 and then 2. Maybe here. Maybe this is what you mean. Like touch and then it went like this and then it broke through. So when was the touch? That was today, like this morning. And then it went down a bit and then it actually broke through. Anyway, this was nice. So now I have an extra trend line. So we broke through this. Then I'm not going to go in a trade right now because the market is, I think the market, it's closing at 11, right? But, oh no, the New York session is closing at 11 and then the market continues for 1 hour and then at 12 it just stops completely for the weekend, I think. So I'm not going to do a trade right now. And I'm just going to wait for Monday if it's going to break here or maybe going to break one of these. And if it's going to break one of these, like going down, then I get extra confirmation, right? Because then it's going to break the resistance line here and break this one, and support. Well, that would be cool, I think. And otherwise it's going to break this. Choop choop. We'll see. We'll see what the market wants to do. Oh yeah, why not at par? If you don't mind me asking. Sorry, I'm still learning to. Yeah, it's so nice here in a live chat just to be able to learn from people who are doing this a bit longer, for a longer time. My English brain is shutting off. I'm also almost going to end the stream because I really want to sleep early tonight and I want to take a shower and then tomorrow wake up early. But I'm just going to wait for Par, his reaction, because then we can all learn and that's nice. Because in my opinion, your third touch was not a clear rejection. So that's the touch that's like right here. Yeah, it's not really like, it's not going down a lot. It's just a bit like and then if this is the third touch that you are talking about, of course. Okay, anyway, I get it, thanks. Okay, nice. So with that said, we can end the stream. Thank you, Par, for your explanations. That's really cool. And I'm going to get myself ready to go to bed. I want to sleep, just like baby. Yeah, I'm going to sleep. So I will see you tomorrow in my next live. Well, tomorrow I'm not going to do any trades, but I am going to backtest and study some more. So I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, thank you for being in the live. It was really nice. Okay, good night, everyone. Bye bye. Good night.